My friends, welcome back to the Review Den. And welcome to Strike Vector EX, a very fast and fun 6 Degrees of Freedom shooter with a bit of a sad story behind it. 2024 may be a rough year for game delistings and the industry in general, but whether it's license expiration or just plain running out of money, these issues have been part of the digital era for a while, something which hit this game back in 2020. So let's look back at it. Strike Vector began as a multiplayer-focused arena shooter before being fleshed out with a story mode and coming to consoles as EX. The idea of fast, Call of Duty-style gameplay with full 3D movement is pretty cool. Add in high-speed hover fighters and even I'm on board. Actually, 6 Degrees had a minor resurgence with transforming mecha games of all things with Strike Suit, Project Nimbus, and Wartech fighters all in a space of a few years. So even if they're not exploration-based, Descent and Forsaken, you have been remembered.
Hey, you only got the second one for the game cover.
I fully admit that. In Strike Vector EX, you are Marv. Hi, Marv, who, like all protagonists in mecha anime, okay, all good protagonists in mecha anime, dreams of being a hotshot pilot. You get your chance in an orbital vector, but soon find out it's a pretty crapsack world, with life being cheap, family being lost, and allegiances betrayed on a dime. There's the corporate consortium, the pirate horde, and the mercenary syndicate, but all you need to worry about is surviving by blowing up hover fighters with high-powered weapons. Wonder if Mark from CGR would have liked this. By default, you can hover around in any direction, but you can pull the L trigger to boost into high-speed fighter mode. You can still shoot here, and there's no boost limit or anything, so the game is great for twitchy, technical fans. The stages are a good mix of cover and open space, so you'll get a good use of both modes between and inside the various orbital platforms. For weapons and kit, things are kept simple with just 3 main categories: main weapons, an active, and a passive ability. Weapons are an assortment of guns, missiles, and lasers. They follow the usual formula of easy to hit but low damage, to difficult but powerful. Active abilities include heals, cloaks, boosts, or mines, and passives include perks like more powerful sensors, tougher armor, or extra speed. It's a usable selection, although the sniper rifles do seem a bit OP. In single player, the selection is opened up gradually, so you'll get to try everything out. And yes, EX has a 15-mission story to enjoy, with some targeting and racing challenges along the way. It's nothing extravagant, but we get to see Marv go from a starry-eyed cadet to a hardened killer who learns there's not much idealism in his world. And as always, a solo campaign is a very welcome addition for us single-player fans. The multiplayer aspect is all there, as in the original release, although bots were added so you can enjoy it even past the server cutoffs. In multiplayer, you level up, earn credits, and unlock new parts and dog tags, and all stats and medals are tracked. It's a cool take clearly inspired by shooters like Call of Duty, and there's nothing wrong with that. For presentation, Strike Vector EX is a nice looking game for the PS4, although you can tell the focus was on frame rate. The vectors and platforms all have a cool industrial look to them, which contrasts nicely with the game actually having some color in it. These types of worlds are usually always desaturated. The distance fog does limit the pretty factor somewhat, but for a small developer focused on precise, high-speed action, I think it works. Pilot portraits are static, they often are in these games, even Ace Combat, but everything is voiced, and you get some fast background rock to keep the pulse up. Put it all together and you have, or had, a cool, straightforward take on the arena fighter. Unfortunately, it being so simple and straightforward may have been what doomed it. Having those 40 camouflage skins to unlock for your SPAS 12 is part of what keeps players coming back to COD, and Strike Vector EX is just kinda limited. It's a great idea, certainly for a first try. It would have been nice to see this world expanded on, but unfortunately the developer, Ragequit Corporation, just ran out of money, and their games were delisted. I know this sort of thing would be too easy to abuse, but it makes you wish Steam had a page for struggling developers to advertise their games, maybe more affordably. For now though, here's to another one lost to the digital age. Strike Vector, you deserved better. And if you'd like to help a small channel grow, would you be my next subscriber? Thank you so much for watching, and no matter what, remember to keep going, because you are worth it.